Welcome to the Soul Rest, a quiet place where we slow down, breathe deeply, and reflect on the deeper truths of life. In a world where everything feels rushed, this is a small moment to pause and listen to the thoughts that usually get lost in the noise. Tonight's reflection is called, Why Nothing Truly Belongs to Us. Take a slow breath and let's begin. From the moment we are born, we begin collecting things. First, small things, toys, clothes, little objects that feel important. Then bigger things, a phone, a house, a career, relationships. Slowly, without noticing, we build a quiet belief. These things are mine. My success, my reputation, my possessions, even deeper than that, my youth, my time, my life. But life has a strange way of teaching us something different. Most people remember a moment when this illusion begins to crack. Maybe it was when a relationship ended. Someone you thought would stay forever walked away. Maybe it was when something valuable was lost. A job, a dream, an opportunity. Or maybe it was simply time. You looked at old photos and realized something unsettling. The person in those pictures is no longer the same person you are now. Your life had moved. Your body had changed. Your circumstances had shifted. And suddenly you saw something clearly. Nothing stays. The Stoic philosophers spoke often about this. Epictetus taught a simple idea. Never say something is yours. Only say it has been given to you for now. Your possessions are temporary. Your body is temporary. Even your relationships are temporary. Not because they are meaningless, but because they are passing through time. The Stoics believe the mistake humans make is believing we own things permanently. And when life eventually takes them away, we feel betrayed. But reality was simply doing what reality always does, changing. Eastern philosophy reached a similar conclusion. In Buddhism, there is a central idea, impermanence. Everything that exists is constantly changing. Your thoughts, your emotions, your circumstances. Nothing remains fixed. The Buddha taught that suffering often begins when we try to hold tightly to things that are always moving. It is like trying to hold water in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips away. Look closely at the world around you. Everything you see is temporary. The house you live in will one day belong to someone else. The objects you own will eventually pass into different hands. Even your achievements will slowly fade from memory. Not because they are unimportant, but because time keeps moving forward. Civilizations rise. Civilizations fall. Generations appear and then disappear. And yet, the world continues. Imagine holding sand in your palm. If your hand stays relaxed, the sand rests quietly. But the moment you close your fist tightly, the grains begin to slip through your fingers. Life is very similar. The harder we try to control and possess everything, the more anxious we become. Because deep inside, we know something is fragile. Everything we hold is temporary. If this is true, why do people cling so strongly? Because ownership gives us a sense of stability. We want certainty. We want guarantees. We want to believe that the things we love will remain exactly as they are. But reality rarely offers guarantees, and this can feel frightening. Yet within this uncertainty, there is also something beautiful. When you understand that nothing truly belongs to you, something surprising happens. You begin to appreciate things more deeply, not less, because you know they are temporary. A conversation with a friend becomes more meaningful. A quiet evening becomes more valuable. A moment of laughter becomes more precious. Impermanence does not make life empty. It makes life valuable. There is an important difference between loving something and owning it. Ownership says, "This is mine forever." Love says, "I am grateful this exists." Ownership tries to control. Love allows things to be. The Stoics encourage people to love what they have without becoming dependent on it, to enjoy the moment without demanding that it last forever. Nature teaches this lesson constantly. Leaves fall from trees every autumn. Flowers bloom and fade. The ocean waves appear and then disappear again. Nothing in nature tries to remain permanent, yet everything continues beautifully. The Tao Te Ching says, "If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to." And when you stop holding so tightly, life begins to feel lighter. If nothing truly belongs to us, what remains? The Stoics had a very clear answer. Only one thing truly belongs to you: your character, your choices, your actions, your way of responding to life. Everything else is temporary, but the way you live, the way you treat people, the way you face difficulties, those things define who you are, and they cannot be taken away. The lightness of letting go. When you stop believing everything must belong to you, a quiet lightness appears. You worry less about losing things. You compare yourself less to others. You begin to live with more presence. Because instead of trying to secure the future, you experience the present. Life becomes less about possession and more about participation. You are not here to own the world. You are here to experience it. The moment everything changes. There comes a moment in life when this understanding settles in. You look around at the people you love. You look at the life you are living. And instead of saying, "These things belong to me," you begin to say, "I am grateful they are here." And strangely, this perspective makes life richer, not poorer, because gratitude grows where ownership disappears. One day, everything you see today will belong to someone else. The places you walk, the objects you hold, even the stories of your life will slowly become memories. But this does not make life meaningless. It makes every moment rare. So enjoy what is here, care for the people around you, and appreciate the life you are living. Not because it will last forever, but because it will not. If this reflection gave you a moment of calm or a new way of seeing life, consider subscribing to The Soul Rest. This channel is a quiet place for reflection in a noisy world. New videos explore philosophy, mindfulness, and the deeper ideas that help us live with more clarity. Thank you for spending this moment here, and until next time, take care of your mind and allow your soul to rest.